Helicobacter pylori, a name that strikes fear into the hearts of many. For those unfortunate enough to have it, this bacterium has been linked to gastritis, ulcers, and even cancer. But what exactly is it about this microbe that makes it so dangerous? And how does it cause such havoc in our digestive system? Join us as we delve deep into the world of Helicobacter pylori and explore its pathogenesis, unraveling gastritis. How Helicobacter pylori triggers chronic inflammation in your stomach. Imagine a constant dull ache in your stomach, a feeling of nausea, and an overall discomfort that seems to follow you everywhere. This is the daily reality for millions who suffer from gastritis, a condition characterized by inflammation of the stomach lining. But what many do and realize is that this seemingly ordinary bacterium is actually the root cause of their discomfort. Helicobacter pylori, a spiral-shaped microorganism with a penchant for wreaking havoc in the human stomach, is the primary culprit behind more than 80% of gastritis cases. This bacterium has a unique ability to thrive in highly acidic environments, enabling it to survive in the harsh conditions of our stomachs. But its journey from an innocuous microbe to a notorious stomach invader is a fascinating one. Upon entering the stomach, H. pylori faces an immediate challenge: the acidic environment. However, thanks to the action of urus, an enzyme produced by the bacteria, it's able to neutralize the acid and create a protective bubble around itself. This allows the bacteria to not only survive but multiply, burrowing into the protective mucus layer that lines our stomach. With each passing moment, the bacteria's numbers increase, causing microscopic damage to the stomach lining. But it's not just the physical presence of these bacteria that causes problems. Their metabolic byproducts, including hydrogen sulfide, can also trigger an inflammatory response. This response is our body's natural defense mechanism, but it becomes problematic when it's chronic. Imagine a never-ending battle between your immune system and the bacteria, with each side inflicting damage on the other. This is what happens in H. pylori-infected individuals. Over time, this constant inflammation leads to the symptoms we associate with gastritis, from heartburn and indigestion to the feeling of a bloated stomach. It's like having a constant dull ache in your stomach, a feeling that can make even the simplest of tasks feel like a burden. Helicobacter pylori and gastric health, the hidden dangers of chronic infection revealed. While many may dismiss the symptoms of chronic H. pylori infection as minor inconveniences, the truth is far more sinister. Research has shown that this seemingly ordinary bacterium can lead to more serious complications. One of the most alarming aspects of H. pylori infection is its potential to lead to gastric ulcers. These ulcers are open sores that develop on the lining of the stomach, which can be excruciatingly painful. What's worse, these ulcers can bleed, leading to anemia and other serious health issues. But that's not all. H. pylori infection has also been linked to gastric cancer. This type of cancer occurs in the cells that line the stomach and can be life-threatening if not detected and treated in time. The scary part is that the progression from an H. pylori infection to gastric cancer can be slow and silent, making early detection difficult. This means that many individuals may not be aware that they are at risk for this deadly disease until it's too late. From infection to inflammation, the journey of Helicobacter pylori and gastritis development. Understanding the link between H. pylori infection and gastritis is crucial in comprehending its role in gastric diseases. The initial stage of this journey begins with the bacteria's entry into the stomach. Here, H. pylori uses its unique set of survival mechanisms to not only resist the harsh acidic environment, but also to thrive in it. One of the key factors enabling this survival is the enzyme urus. Urus helps break down urea, a compound found in gastric juices, into ammonia and carbon dioxide. The ammonia produced then acts as a base, neutralizing the acid and creating a more hospitable environment for the bacteria. This adaptation allows H. pylori to colonize the stomach lining, setting the stage for further complications. As the bacteria multiply, they begin to burrow into the mucus layer that protects the stomach from digestive acids. This layer is essential in maintaining the health of the stomach lining. However, H. pylori's sharp spiral shape enables it to penetrate this mucus with ease, allowing it to come into direct contact with the stomach lining. This direct contact triggers an immune response as the body recognizes the bacteria as a threat. This response involves the release of inflammatory compounds, such as cytokines and chemokines, which recruit white blood cells to the site of infection. While this immune response is a natural defense mechanism, it's the chronic nature of the response that leads to the development of gastritis. The constant inflammation caused by the continuous immune response results in the breakdown of the protective mucus and the underlying epithelial cells. This leaves the stomach exposed to the harsh digestive acids, leading to the formation of ulcers. The ulcers can bleed, causing anemia and other complications. Furthermore, the DNA of H. pylori contains several virulence factors that contribute to its pathogenicity. One such factor is the gene for CAGA, a protein that, once inside the host cell, interferes with signaling pathways, altering cell behavior and promoting inflammation. Another important virulence factor is the flagellar motor protein, which not only aids in bacterial motility, but also contributes to the penetration of the mucus layer, thus facilitating the bacteria's access to the stomach lining. The silent invader, exploring Helicobacter pylori's role in gastritis and gastric cancer pathogenesis. The exact role H. pylori plays in the development of gastric cancer is still being investigated, but several theories have been proposed. One leading hypothesis suggests that the chronic inflammation caused by H. pylori infection creates an environment conducive to the development of cancer. In this scenario, the prolonged exposure to the bacteria and the subsequent immune response creates a state of cellular stress. This stress can over time damage the DNA of gastric epithelial cells, leading to mutations. If these mutations occur in genes that regulate cell growth and division, the result could be uncontrolled cell proliferation, a hallmark of cancer. Additionally, H. pylori produces various enzymes and toxins that can directly damage DNA, further increasing the risk of cancerous mutations. Another theory focuses on the ability of H. pylori to weaken the protective mucus layer, exposing the stomach lining to digestive acids and toxins in the gastric juice. This chronic exposure to a damaged mucosa can lead to the formation of precancerous lesions. Over time, these lesions can progress to full-blown gastric cancer if preventative measures are not taken. The bacterium's ability to survive and thrive in such harsh environments is truly remarkable. Its resilience in the face of acidic conditions is made possible by the production of the enzyme urease. Urease breaks down urea, an abundant compound in gastric juices, into ammonia and carbon dioxide. The ammonia then neutralizes the acid, creating a more favorable environment for the bacteria's survival. This adaptation, along with its unique spiral shape that allows it to penetrate the protective mucus of the stomach lining, enables H. pylori to colonize this harsh environment and cause significant damage. If you find this video helpful, please leave a comment and share it with others. Don't forget to subscribe for more informative content. Together, we can spread awareness and knowledge about Helicobacter pylori and its impact on our health.